quick video today on perspective. I think throughout the years as I've met people and worked with people, coached, as well as been coached and been mentored, I have found that the people who succeed the most in life are those with a purpose-driven life and those that have incredible perspective. And what I mean by that, and I often talk about my grandfather telling me the story of a bad day isn't necessarily a bad day unless you're being chased up a hill by Nazis. And it's an oldie but a goodie. And there's another story of him on my Insta, so scroll down if you're on Instagram watching this, about him talking about being caught in a German concentration camp. And the question was, how did you do it and how did you leave? And he said, it was a dark night, you can't see anything, guards were X amount of feet from each other, and you just do it. You just walk, you just do it, you just go. And that's the perspective I keep a lot of days. And then I use the perspective of other people and other leaders that I've met, and I keep those stories next to me. So on days that I want to throw a pity party, or on days where there's a worldwide pandemic and we're shut down, on days where I've done something wrong at work, on days that I'm worried about something, I try to have perspective. And my perspective typically goes through a couple of filters. The first one is a faith filter. I oftentimes will think, okay, where am I at today mentally? The battle is for the mind, always is. And for me, it's a stronghold, fear of failure, fear of financial ruin, fear. Everybody has fears about something. So perspective on where you are and what your fears are. But the other thing is, to have perspective on life in general. I can blame a lot of things on a lot of other people, but I choose not to, because I understand that that's an emotional drain and a waste of energy. So as I'm coaching clients, and I'm working through perspective, even in an office environment, when you're frustrated and you think that someone on your team has done something wrong and you blame the failure of a project or an opportunity on somebody else, perspective is, it could be a lot worse. Perspective is, I still have breath in my lungs and life to live, so I can create more opportunity. I can create a different environment. I can coach and I can learn from failure. But blaming other people and not having a perspective on what a really bad day is, or even what a really bad year, 10 years, or even life is one of those things that will lead you to failure every single time. So perspective is very important. I use my grandfather, so you can borrow your cousin, your sister, your brother, whatever it is, your boss, your mentor, whatever it might be. You can borrow other people's stories to keep your feet grounded, to keep perspective on what's important, to not blame others for your faults or your failures, and to move on and to have a success or purpose-driven mindset where it's, regardless of what I've been through. Tony Robbins often saying thank you to the people that have either hurt you or failed you in life, because they are where you are today. But that's if you take control into your own hands and move forward with a different mindset, not the mindset of, I'm going to blame everybody else, but the mindset of, I absolutely have control over my circumstances, and therefore I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to get there. So executives that are winning have that mindset. And I wanted to share that because, after coaching hundreds of people and working with thousands, whether that's keynoting or coaching or employee groups and training or one-on-ones, I've found that a common theme, again, is that purpose-driven life. You know what your purpose is and you're working toward it. People who have a purpose, it's hard to get them down. But one of the most important things is that they often have a really incredible perspective. It's, you fail because we're all going to fail, but it's not the end of the world. Or, I had a CEO who was a client tell me many times, fail, but fail fast. And that gave me the freedom to do that. Perspective, having that is very important. So purpose-driven life and perspective, please try to get a handle on those, because they will serve you so well.